But the government I've been in is not the APC government. Because for me, having looked at how banditry and kidnapping, Boko Haram came into Nigeria and how it has been perpetrated, I've got to conclude that bandits and kidnapping and Boko Haram and ISWAP is synonymous with the APC. Is a package. It's part of the APC government in totality.
No, hold on. Before we talk about APC, remember this started with the PDP.
No, listen to me. I will show to you. It was done, but it started during the PDP government. It was being organized and orchestrated by the APC leaders, using it as a tool to kickstart the PDP out of office, to take government out of office. And when it came, they used it as a tool. It's not a business for the APC.
Do you know that people that were APC right now, once upon a time, were in PDP?
Let me explain to you. Listen to me. Let us proceed. I said it is a part of the APC machinery. How do I explain to my child that there was one man called Nnamdi Kalu who was agitating for Biafra and was traveling from Finland and different countries, and the Nigerian government went to Kenya to catch him. They went abroad to catch him and brought him to Nigeria, put him in prison, and the man is suffering. Where the bandits in Kaduna, Sarawa driving Okada that does not have international passport, that cannot speak simple English, is there, and Nigerian government cannot catch the person. See, let me tell you, Nigerian government, banditry is a business of the APC. This APC legal, this Bola Tinubu, it is their business. I will explain to you. When Bello Jonathan was president, he stayed there for 5 years. In those 5 years, you know how much he spent buying military gear to fight Boko Haram? He spent 679 million. 679 million, not up to $1 billion. Buhari stayed in office for 8 years. In those 8 years, he spent 260 billion. Jonathan in 5 years did not spend up to 1 billion. Buhari spent 260 billion. Guess how much Tinubu has spent to fight insurgents instead of buying military weapons and gas? Tinubu in 2 years has spent 559 billion. If Tinubu is not the owner of this industry they call banditry and Boko Haram, why is he not making profit from it? I've been coming to ITV. I've never seen Chief Gbidejon one day here. But how do I know he's the one that owns this place? Because the money goes to his pockets. If one can presidency and Buhari and Tinubu be the one benefiting from banditry and kidnapping, and they make it look as though they are not the owner. If they own the business, that's why they're the one profiting from it.
All right, hold on.
Let me give you.
Hold on, because we don't work by propaganda.
I'm telling you that they spent 559 billion.
Hold on. They spent 559 billion to fight against banditry, equipping the military. What is bad in it?
That's the same thing we are telling you now. The fact of that, what is now the outcome of that fighting? What's the outcome? How many have they caught? How many have they bombed? A government at this level will sit down and carry state resources and go and pay ransom and come back and tell you that they were not able to bomb them because they saw where they were hiding and they were children there. When you paid and they released the children, you didn't go back to bomb. See, this thing, we can begin to deceive ourselves. They can make us look as though we are foolish, we don't have sense, but we know we do have sense. Let me explain to you. How can you explain this fact, for example, that this Tinubu-led administration, go and check the results that was coming out. All those areas where they have bandits, where they have kidnappers, that Boko Haram is charged, when they do election, they vote overwhelmingly for APC. APC will win there as though there are people residing there.
But it happened also to PDP administration.
No, I said it did not happen. Which PDP?
Hold on, because in Nigeria they have this notion, what they call tranquility, so to speak. The bulk of the vote always come from the north.
No, I'm telling you about those. But we are calling about some certain local governments that are now being under siege. Those local governments, they do election 2027, they will all vote and they will vote for Tinubu and they will win massively in those places that are under siege. Let me explain to you. See, how do I now? When they talk, what are the solutions they are preferring? They say they should take away 5,000 police from VIP. They should add. Nigerian police is about 330,000 active in office. The Nigerian military is about 180,000.
The founding fathers were very young people, but they could see clearly what the issues were. They knew that the colonialists were our problem. So it didn't matter that Nnamdi Azikiwe was an Igbo man. It didn't matter that Ahmadu Bello was from the north and Power. They came together and gave us independence. If you ask the average Nigerian today what is the issue, what's the problem with Nigeria, they'll tell you it's PDP, it's APC, it's Labour Party. No, it's ADC, it's Peter Obi, no, it's Tinubu, it's Atiku. Oh no, it's Christian, it's Fulani headsmen. We are a bunch of confused people. They tell, oh no, it's the economic, no, it's our constitution. So you go through all of this and they're all connected. And I say that Americans practice the presidential system of government, but America is working. China is practically a one-party state, but China is working. Dubai is a monarchical system, but it's working. So when you look through this, America in quote is a Christian state, Dubai is an Islamic state, the other one, but they are all working. So you see, again, it comes back to the issue of leadership. What we're seeing with the insecurities is the breaking down of the economy, the weaponization of poverty. But at the end of the day, it's all linked to leadership, because the primary responsibility of a president, of a governor, of a chairman is to secure the livelihood, the property of the people.
Now, we've heard what these people have to say, and first off, comparing Niger Delta militants to the current bandit crisis is like comparing apples and hand grenades. The Niger Delta situation, while complex, had roots in grievances over resource control and environmental degradation. There was a social-political contest that arguably it made an amnesty program a viable, albeit controversial, option for peace. Meanwhile, bandits, on the other hand, are just primarily criminal enterprises. That's the word I want to use. They're talking about groups engaged in kidnapping for ransom, extortion, murder, and widespread terror. Their motivations are largely financial and power-driven. So these people, giving them amnesty and money, you are not just addressing a grievance. It's just like you rewarding pure criminality. And what message do you think this was sending? Because if the government starts paying off bandits, what stops others from forming their own bandit groups to get a piece of the pie? And this would essentially legitimize violent crime as a pathway to wealth and state recognition. And before you know, we'll be creating a structure where more havoc will come to wreak. And that is a very bad thing to do. So, such a move completely undermines the rule of law. Now, let's talk about the victims. We are not even being considerate about the victims. You are saying that they should pay bandits. What about the victims that are involved in this? The people that have been kidnapped, brutalized, and lost loved ones and livelihoods. So you are just going to give their tormentors a free pass and a fat check in the face of justice and tells law-abiding citizens that crime actually does pay in Nigeria. That is the message this is sending. And it will affect public trust in government and security forces. So instead of negotiating with these terrorists and criminals, the focus needs to be on law enforcement, intelligence gathering, and decisive military action that will be able to crush these groups. We need to cut off their funding, also dismantle their network, and ensure that justice is served for their horrific crimes. Yes, addressing underlying issues like poverty, unemployment, and lack of education is crucial in the long run to prevent recruitment. But I feel like that's a separate strategy from giving a free pass to hardened criminals. So, the idea of amnesty for bandits is a very dangerous proposition that risks embodying criminals, creating new ones, and ultimately plunging the nation into deeper security. And it's a short-sighted approach that will have devastating long-term consequences for Nigeria. That's it. Well, what's your take about this? Do let me know what you think in the comment section. And if today is your first time joining my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.